5,000 years ago, humans mapped the stars, predicted eclipses, built structures we still can't fully explain, and understood nature in ways modern science is only now rediscovering. But here's the real mystery. If ancient humans were so intelligent, why do we believe they were primitive? Tonight we uncover the knowledge humanity once had, and somehow forgot. Modern textbooks tell us a simple story. Cavemen, fire, stone tools, slowly evolving intelligence. But archaeology tells a very different story. 5,000 years ago, cities already existed, global trade routes were active, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and engineering were highly advanced. The real question isn't how they learned so much, it's why we stopped talking about it. Mohenjo-Daro and Indus Valley, 2600 BCE. These cities had perfect grid systems, underground sewage, standardized bricks, advanced water management. Modern cities took thousands of years to rediscover sanitation. Ancient humans didn't just survive. They planned for generations. Ancient Mesopotamia. They invented writing, cuneiform, legal systems, accounting, interest rates. Yes, banking existed before modern money. Ancient people tracked the skies with shocking precision. The Babylonians calculated planetary movements, predicted eclipses, used base 60 math, still used for time today. Why 60 seconds in a minute? Why 360 degrees in a circle? Because ancient humans decided it that way. Stonehenge and ancient observatories. Stonehenge aligns perfectly with solstices, solar cycles. No telescopes, no satellites, just knowledge passed down orally for centuries. The Pythagorean theorem existed 1,000 years before Pythagoras. Ancient builders used advanced geometry, understood ratios, symmetry, and harmonics. The Great Pyramid encodes P, the golden ratio, Earth's dimensions. Coincidence or lost science? Ancient texts describe brain surgery, herbal anesthesia, antiseptics. In India and Egypt, surgical tools existed. Detailed anatomy was documented. Some herbs dismissed as folk medicine are now used in modern pharmaceuticals. Ancient civilizations understood crop rotation, soil regeneration, sustainable living. They didn't dominate nature, they cooperated with it. Modern society is relearning what they already knew. Balance matters. Nature always collects its debt. Artifacts show trade between continents, shared symbols, similar myths. How did civilizations thousands of miles apart share astronomical knowledge, use similar symbols, tell nearly identical flood stories? Either humans traveled more than we think, or knowledge traveled without borders. Across the world we find the eye, the spiral, the tree of life, the serpent. These weren't decorations. They represented consciousness, energy, life cycles. Ancient people encoded knowledge into symbols because symbols survive longer than words. We didn't forget how to build. We forgot how to pass wisdom, how to think long-term, how to live in balance. Knowledge shifted from experience to information, and information without wisdom is dangerous. Ancient humans calculated eclipses without electricity, and today we panic when Wi-Fi disappears. Progress is complicated. This isn't about worshiping the past. It's about realizing humanity rises, humanity falls. Knowledge survives only if protected. Every lost civilization leaves the same warning. Technology without wisdom always collapses. Ancient knowledge was not public. Unlike today, where information is everywhere, ancient civilizations believed knowledge is power, and power must be protected. That's why knowledge was passed through priesthoods, written in symbolic language, hidden in myths, rituals, and architecture. To the untrained eye, it looked like religion. To the initiated, it was science, astronomy, psychology, and philosophy combined. Let's talk about stone. Not small stones. Multi-ton blocks, perfectly cut, fitted without mortar. Examples: the Great Pyramid. Baalbek stones, weighing over 800 tons. Machu Picchu, Pumapunku, Modern cranes would struggle with these. So how did ancient humans do it? The uncomfortable answer: they knew something about physics we either lost or ignore. Ancient cultures believed the universe was made of vibration, not poetry, physics. Hindu texts speak of creation through sound. Egyptian temples were designed for acoustic resonance. Stone structures amplify specific frequencies. Even today, sound can move objects. Frequencies can alter matter. Vibrations affect consciousness. Ancient humans may have used sound as a tool, not entertainment. Modern medicine sees the body as mechanical. Ancient systems saw it as energetic. Ancient concepts: chakras, meridians, life force, prana, chi, ka. For centuries, science dismissed this. Now, MRI scans confirm energy pathways. Neuroscience studies meditation. Breathwork alters brain chemistry. Once again, we're rediscovering old truths. Ancient civilizations didn't separate science, spirituality, philosophy. To them, consciousness was the foundation. They asked, who are we? Why are we here? How does awareness shape reality? Today we ask, how fast? How much? How profitable? Different priorities, different outcomes. Ancient cultures believed time was cyclical, not linear. Ages rise, ages fall. Civilizations repeat patterns. This explains flood myths worldwide, repeated collapses, golden ages in myths. They understood. History doesn't move forward, it loops. We forgot that. Almost every ancient culture tells the same story. A great flood, a reset of humanity, knowledge preserved by a few. Different names, same event. Coincidence or collective memory? Modern geology now confirms. Massive ancient floods, sudden climate shifts, lost coastlines. Ancient myths were not fantasy. They were warnings. Libraries burned, texts erased, languages wiped out. The Library of Alexandria alone may have contained advanced mathematics, medicine, astronomy, engineering. When knowledge disappears, humanity starts over. We call it progress. Ancients called it collapse. We think we're advanced because we scroll faster. Ancient humans measured the universe without electricity. Perspective matters because wisdom is slow. Empires prefer control, simplicity, obedience. Complex knowledge creates independent thinkers, and independent thinkers are inconvenient. Today we are returning to meditation, natural medicine, sustainable living, ancient architectural principles, not because it's trendy, but because it works. Humanity isn't evolving forward, it's remembering backward. Every advanced civilization follows the same cycle: discovery, wisdom, power, arrogance, collapse. The ancients knew this cycle. We ignored it. Ancient humans weren't smarter than us. They were wiser. They asked, how should we live? We ask, how fast can we build? And that difference changes everything. So when we say 5,000-year-old knowledge we've forgotten, what we really mean is, we forgot balance. We forgot humility. We forgot that intelligence without wisdom has an expiration date. The next time someone says ancient humans were primitive, remember, they mapped the stars, built cities we still admire, and understood life in ways we're only rediscovering. And maybe the real question isn't what they knew, but what will future humans say we forgot?